Andrew Schultz and Shxts and Gigs collaboration. So about 2 months ago, Shxts and Gigs went over to the 𝙾𝙃 podcast because they were on an American Run tour, doing live shows and things of that nature. And we actually brought that episode up for literally like 30 seconds. I don't know if y'all remember it, but we literally brought it up for like 30 seconds. None of us made it past like 30 minutes.
Sounds
and
like
we were
us.
like, this episode sucks. And none of us finished it.
Yeah.
Like we were like, this was such a boring...
racism didn't come into the end.
Right.
I was about to say.
None of us made it that far, and it took 2 months to even resurface.
And then Shxts and Gig, like, we've already said our opinions about them.
Yeah, it's like,
look,
it's not for us.
If you want to hear niggas laugh, but good laugh, go to them.
Yeah.
They have phenomenal laughs.
Contagious ones to where it's like you think what they're watching is funny now because of how they think it is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's a skill that should be paid for in Hollywood.
Precisely.
Speaking of this, this is like a random side note. Besides Shxts and Gigs, there's another podcast. It's these two black dudes, and they take a lot of live callers.
Okay.
And they sit next to each other, and they're always like taking live callers, and they be having wild ass live callers. I see them go viral a lot. We need to talk about them because they've been booming for years.
Okay,
and I've never made it a subject, but I will bring it back to that next week. I'm just going to like mentally put that note down. Drop in the comments if y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about too, because I don't know. I actually don't know what their names are.
Yeah.
But this is the moment. We're going to watch this moment that happened at 𝙾𝙃 that put Shxts and Gigs in hot water, pretty much.
And actually, and to put a little context on this, because this is the moment, but it's also piggybacking off of what they already represented. These are two Brits that aren't too keen on black queens, and they made it clear before because I forgot what podcast it was. It was the one with the two Poor Minds.
Poor Minds.
They went
that
on
clip
there.
is actually in there.
They went on there and said some of like the gayest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, it was some crazy. I didn't
to
even
come
realize
out of a man's mouth. They said that there's no good-looking women in Atlanta.
That's not what they said. They
That's
said
what
there's
he
no
said.
bad bitches.
That's the same thing.
No, but you gotta understand,
That's the same
Atlanta is bad bitches.
That's
like
yes.
And when we went to Atlanta,
he said Atlanta's clapped.
He said they clapped, fam. They clapped, fam.
And not the clap, which is one thing. But
that's a whole different
he
thing.
said they was just ugly bitches.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro.
That's unbelievable.
That's
gay.
Either you're gay or you don't like black women.
That's gay.
No, and
That's gay.
And it sounds.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's gay or you don't like black women.
Oh, you don't like black women
Yeah,
because
that's a
that's
fact.
all. Because there's no snow bunny, rabbit's foot, queen of the abominable snowman in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Nah,
there's
I've
no
been-
white bad bitches.
I've been to Atlanta dolo and ended up in a couple clubs, and it's bad bitches. in there.
There's white bad bitches.
AJ's stomach turned.
Well, yeah.
It's no bad white bitches.
AJ ain't like
Look
that
at my
at all.
phone, niggas.
There's bad bitches everywhere in Atlanta. Let's be clear.
Now I feel like I got to see your reaction to the soaps jokes, nigga. You might have been laughing to us too.
Nah,
I don't know what side you on, but that's to put everything in context. They haven't been too friendly to black women before.
Yeah,
so
which
the fact
I didn't
that they're
know that.
laughing at these jokes now is what's blowing everything up.
And another big important thing, I did some Googles. Apparently, they have one black staff member in their like circle.
Oh,
so
no.
their manager is a white woman. I couldn't find her face.
Okay.
But apparently
She probably looks like Ellen DeGeneres.
Probably.
something of that nature.
She wears Birkenstocks.
Real.
She probably being too.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Birkenstocks with the strap on the back, sport mode.
There's
ones.
there's British.
They are.
There's
There
that.
are.
I think the dicks are pretty powerful.
I think
They're
they
called
call,
bo-
they call
them
them
bull-
crumpets.
Oh,
Nigga, yeah.
Chill out.
Oh yeah, I've said it like 4 times. I don't think we can say that.
No, y'all all said it. Like,
Well, hold on.
Damn.
If you everybody's attention to the sign. If you say B word, that's a problem.
That was the
It's
issue.
the combination. That's where the issue lies.
We can't combo it.
In
That's what it
case
was.
you block
punch it
it
up
out
too much.
In case you block it out, we said the S word. Can we say stud? We
That we
stud.
can say. That's fair.
All right, because
That's
stud,
what
that's like a nail.
we can say stud.
You
We can say stud.
you
Yeah,
trick
yeah,
them.
yeah.
earring, nigga.
But they have one black person, one black woman in their
So
crew.
they really hate black people.
Yeah, what's
Nigga,
up with that? They
everybody-
don't want to pay black employees.
And we'll get to it, but like the part where they was like, where Andrew was like, you could have took parts out. The manager
That was a
had
that was a
called. The
killer.
white manager,
Okay.
who's a woman, had called.
Okay. So yeah, let's play this initial moment.
Yo, Schultz he can let us put this up, right? I don't remember.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
We're watching the video of a nigga that's watching the video.
That's very true.
Well, I'm
This
pretty
is
sure
a-
we're
this
gonna be
is a-
okay.
yeah, we're-
we need permission from Lazy to try before we need
Yeah,
to show.
that's true. That's true.
Guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up.
Nah,
His tattoos,
yeah.
glows up, bro.
Yeah, I like that.
Glows
I
the
like
fuck
that.
up.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their
Nah,
hair.
bro. White guys with black girlfriends,
They grow a beard
they step their
because
dick
there's
up.
more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of. That's hilarious. I think the black girlfriend effect. It might be a protective instinct, bro.
Hit pause really quick.
What's up?
So just go back. So when Andrew said, when he looked up in the sky and he said, black girlfriends, I've watched enough shows to know only bullshit is coming next.
Yes.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
He's thinking about where he's gonna go. The punch. He's thinking about the punch.
That's all.
That's he's thinking about the punch.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's like all these podcasters have their ticks. Schultz has his, when he's going offensive joke, he looks up and says, and then during like the apology thing, you know, he starts playing with his ring.
Yep.
That's his thing.
That's what
Budden, when Joe Budden locks in, he starts twisting the mic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you have to get the
Everybody,
mind.
everybody
it's
has
a physical cue.
Everybody has these little physical cues when they're locking in. You know
When
what I mean?
Charlamagne about to say some gay shit, he put the finger on the head.
Right?
And he ponders. He's like,
right.
Maybe Peter Piper did pick a peck of
Charlamagne said a savage fucking joke to Taylor at the very end of this podcast. I think it kind of went over a lot of people's heads. Alex caught it. I'm gonna bring it up later.
And did Schultz have a black girlfriend in the past?
Yeah,
he did.
And it's kind of ironic, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because Schultz saying this joke, like, one, I don't think he's racist, by the way. But
me
Schultz saying this joke is hilarious because he got a lot of his swag. Like, you could just look at it. He's gotten black coochie. Like, you could just tell when a white dude, it's like, you've been in my thing, our thing.
Back then, apparently, like, he had mad black girlfriends before his wife.
It's us.
I don't remember him having that many, but
the way I described the one black girlfriend in particular, she's like the girl from the Vampire Diaries, where it's black. It's like daytime television.
Nah, she's
black.
cool. Nah, she's cool.
What do you mean in terms of like looking good?
Yeah,
that's one thing. Of course, she looks good, but the blackness.
We're talking about we're talking about the culture
scale.
She's black enough.
No,
she's black enough.
No.
We can do this if you want to look her up. She's black.
There's more pressing.
Had a black woman
there's more
that
pressing
owned a
matters.
muumuu.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No Bantu knots.
Yeah. If you never had a black woman that had a Bantu, like that owned a muumuu, like and shit like that, you ain't really fucked with a black chick before.
Never. I get what you're saying though. There's a little bit of seasoning, but that might just be New York.
So you're saying she's more of a Kamala? I'm fucking with you.
But yeah,
I already told you she was like, nigga, the Vampire Diaries, bitch. Nigga, come on.
So she just has skin color, not the
let's
culture.
finish watching this because it gets more offensive. Apparently,
Yes.
I mean,
Have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite? We love them all.
Yeah.
Oh really? We love them all.
Yeah.
How do I say I like white?
That is what.
Hey, let me get a UL translation.
Kendrick fans,
Yeah, so these seem fine with the jokes.
and there's absolutely no reason why
Shut
it should
up,
ever
lady.
take you that long to answer that question.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Even the yes, like, do you like white girls? Black girls? Yeah. Do you like white girls? Yeah.
Yes, right. Like,
Do you
now,
have some?
Now you're speaking my language.
Is there one behind the chair?
Yeah,
But then it's like, which one do you like better?
Yells a long pause.
and,
Like, what the fuck? Like,
Indians. That's the only way to answer that.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
and we should have called it out, but like we should have been focusing on the laugh because that's a
The laugh,
major.
that was the
important-
biggest
That's a
part.
big part of
That
this
was the
whole
biggest
thing.
part. Yeah, that's true.
the
But that
laughs.
shit speaks to the nature of their content to me. They just try to keep everybody happy.
Yes, that's true. And the hater in me is happy this is happening to them.
Yeah.
Because for so long, for like a year, for some reason, there was like a consistent year. I told people that I had a podcast and whatever like that, and they used to always be like, "Do you watch Shxts and Gigs?" And I used to be like, "Stop bringing these fuck niggas up!" Like I used to get so mad, right? And now I kind of like this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that's the hater in you. You're
that was a.
You're
that's
the Simon Cowell.
That's one section of me. Yeah,
you
for
don't
sure.
like talent, nigga.
You're right. Fuck all that
They
shit.
said crash out, hurry up.
Yeah, literally. But the last were extra hard. Do we want to go back just to view the last one more time?
The last were extra hard, and from these
we
two
need
in
to see.
particular, it's different because they're professional gigglers.
Yo,
That's what they do for a living. Like they laugh at videos on the internet.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more.
That's the first laugh.
It's a lot more rehearsed. It's easier to get into that routine and to play that gimmick.
and then
On my fault.
and then like just focus on the laughs. Everybody
Yeah,
watch.
let's just play the.
Don't even look at 'em, just
slow
close
it
your
down.
eyes.
Actually,
You want to slow it down?
This is important.
That sound a little crazy. We want to go half?
Yeah, maybe a quarter.
A quarter.
You 2.5.
Dumbass.
Yeah, just hit play.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because
you're gonna have to skip. Look at this.
that's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro. White guys with black.
Yeah, look at this.
That's hilarious.
So
I think the black girlfriend of that white face. We love her.
okay,
Go back.
Wait, hold on.
White.
Yo, who?
That's the next one coming up.
They were definitely the nigga on the right.
Light skinned nigga.
They're
Shxts.
both uncomfortable,
Yeah,
but he's uncomfortable.
the most.
When he laughed, like he put his water down, face covered, ha ha ha. Like that's not
Yeah.
like, you get what I'm saying?
But who has the most white blood in the system?
He does.
Exactly.
So that's why it's blowing a little bit right now.
Exactly.
This is a touchy issue.
And it's really
The dark skinned nigga laughed the hardest when Andrew made the joke saying when you got to slap the fuck out of him.
That's because he's gigs, right?
Yeah,
I always imagine that's Shxts and that's gigs.
I don't know. I don't know who to.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
who's actually.
I don't know. I really. I genuinely
I
don't
don't know. Maybe it's in his culture. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, he's African. Maybe
I was about to say it, but
That's
hey,
a whole different conversation.
that is.
I've heard things.
Me too.
Personal stories.
Me
nigga.
too. I've heard.
I like how they're putting their hands up like, I didn't do these things.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
I promise I'm not African.
I didn't, but I.
But when you
heard,
hear him more than once, it's like,
is this a trend? Yeah. It's
like-
there's a trend I'm noticing,
There's a correlation.
and these and some of those women might need some self defense classes.
about to say,
yeah, for sure.
Indeed.
All right, so so then after this moment blows up
Yeah.
or whatever, they do an apology. Let's just look at
they
it a
do
little
an
bit in the
apology.
apology. The apology was fucking disgusting.
It was
nasty.
It was so
It was
a
nasty.
squeamish thing to witness.
it was no accountability.
It was.
started
Didn't it feel like it was?
It was literally right in the beginning.
Didn't it
Yeah.
feel like it was cold in the room?
It
Like they didn't even turn the heater on. They just got in. It's like, oh, let's get to this apology. Let's make amends with these black women.
I can't remember if any of these reaction channels did we see them putting Shxts and gigs on their screen at all.
I don't think they.
I don't really feel like I've
did.
seen that, so let's not put them on the screen.
Yeah,
And
I
we'll
don't
just
think
listen
they
to it.
did.
And it was disgusting anyway. We don't need to show them.
Yeah. No.
Show this anyway.
That's true.
We just need to hear it.
Guys,
Goes.
right, before we get into today's episode, quick PSA, quick acknowledgement. So, if you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. But we just wanted to address something that's happening at the minute.
Yep.
This past weekend, there's been a couple clips going around from when we did a session on the 𝔓𝔬𝚃 podcast while we were on our US tour. And there were a few jokes made that were incredibly inappropriate. One specifically pertaining to black women.
Yep.
And in the clip, Andrew was making a joke. I'm not even going to get into specifics. Making a frankly racist joke.
Yeah.
And we were laughing at it. And to give there's first of all, before we get into like specifics or anything like that, obviously there's just literally no excuse. There is no excuse.
Agreed.
And fight or flight is a real thing.
Except the one you're about to make.
Fight or flight is a real thing, and it's
Can you pause
not
real quick?
easy to say.
It's no excuse except the one you just made.
Yeah.
These niggas really, they're not even thinking.
Yeah.
And
It's-
the ad libbing is irritating me even more. Like it's like it's
Yeah,
pissing me off.
I feel like I'm a better actor than these niggas. Like the nigga on the left, he was just like kind of looking, and even Andrew pointed out, like, look at this guy. He's doing the whole like look like not in the camera. It's
He does
weird.
that. He wants to stand on it the most. He wants to stand on the laugh the most. Like in terms of like
He's gigs. That's his job.
yeah. Like it was offensive to y'all, but
Quite, and then
I liked it too.
It's the language. It's a choice. It's the quite frankly
It's-
a racist joke.
It's
Right,
the
right.
Quite
tone.
frankly,
It's the tone because
Yeah.
they're talking like Andrew touched them.
Yeah.
Why does it
Exactly.
feel like we're witnessing a bunch of battered victims that's like recounting their story with this monster?
like they got tricked.
Yeah. Like they slipped in the freak off.
Yeah. Ugh.
Who not who greenlit it, but who was the one who really pushed for the apology, you think? Them two or their management?
Clearly they're being controlled by a white woman.
Yeah,
that wears
this
Birkenstocks.
doesn't look consensual.
Yeah, she has short hair.
Yo, she is. You could try to find. I couldn't find her,
And
but she's
wild colored
definitely a
glasses.
white woman. No, like even the fucking what's that nigga?
short hair white woman.
The gay nigga, D'Angelo. Even that nigga, he was talking about it.
Oh my God.
No, no black dude who disrespects black women in the media have ever apologized for it.
True.
Like, just think about it.
Wait, say it one more time.
No black dude who's quote unquote disrespected black women have ever apologized about it. These not real niggas.
That's what makes you.
Wait, what's the
like you?
What
And I'm not.
point are you getting at? Are you saying
I'm
that's
saying-
a good thing or a bad thing?
I'm saying that they're definitely controlled by white people.
Okay.
And,
gotcha.
and
Okay,
that they're
They're doing unnecessary damage control.
Damage
they're
control.
doing
Yes.
unnecessary
I got you.
damage.
I see what
I
you're
got
saying.
you.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
Makes
this
sense.
this never had to be done
Because the
before.
fucked up part
I was
is you
about to
do
even-
not have to apologize to black women in the media.
I wouldn't say that. I would say that
That's pretty much what you're saying, though. There's a certain level of that is true.
That's fucked up.
It's fucked up, but there's a certain level of it that is true. That like you can say something fucked up about your own, like black people or black women in
Specifically
particular.
black women.
Specifically black women, and you can kind of just let it.
And there'll be a little
slide.
pushback.
Yeah, a little
There-
pushback.
Especially because now everybody has a voice. On the internet is different.
Yeah.
You can get some slander against it. But back in the day, like black women could go missing and it wouldn't even be a news story. So
It's still not a news
just
story.
that stigma in itself,
Yeah.
it's everywhere.
because having a voice is one thing, but having representation is everything.
Is a whole other
like.
thing.
Doesn't matter if you have people yelling for you.
Yeah.
It's even better. But this was just nasty overall. They didn't
Yeah, let's
handle it
fuck this
correctly.
shit. Yeah.
Is there any more to this part of the story that
So-
we had to get to? Because
I can
now
play it if you want, or move away from it.
Yeah, let's move away because
Let's get away from these guys.
Niggas that make my stomach turn.
it's annoying. What was interesting about this whole debacle is that originally only Schxts and Giggs were getting flack for the moment that happened until some Lone Ranger on YouTube named D'Angelo. Now
let's make D'Angelo his own segment.
hit the